Hello guys, Robot1 here, and welcome to just a card discussion video today. I have been late on today's video, and I haven't actually had time to make a video. So today's video is a little late, and because I haven't had time to make a video, I've not really got a lot of time to edit or anything. So today's video is just going to be a card discussion, talking about some new cards that were released, including a card that was released last week. I really want to talk about, but don't really feel like I could make a full video on. So yeah, today we're just going to be talking about these cards. We're going to be reading their effects and basically we're going to be seeing what they do. So first card we're obviously talking about is the new Evil Hero main deck monster. Konami answered my prayers. So basically Konami has released the new main deck, or announced the new main deck Evil Hero monster. Well, one of them. Hopefully there will be more. And we're going to read into its effect and essentially say what it does and why this is actually good for Evil Heroes in general. So let's get into it. So Evil Hero Adjuster Gold, Captain Gold, discards itself as Skyscraper. What does this do? 2100 attack, 800 defense, level 4 Life Fiend. You can only use the first effect of this card's name. You can discard this card, add one Dark Fusion or one card that specifically lists Dark Fusion in its text from your deck to your hand, except Dark Adjuster. Dark Cooler, Cooling or Cooler, one of the two pronunciations, does list Dark Fusion. So this card can search the main fusion spell for Evil Heroes and the Miracle Fusion for Evil Heroes. So Evil Heroes have a way to search its Miracle Fusion. I love it. I just love it. Like it's so good. It's so good. Like Konami are giving us really good support for Evil Heroes. And Evil Heroes have just been that hero deck that just sit on the side doing absolutely nothing. You don't know what you want to do with them. You don't know what you think they're going to do. And Konami are giving us the cards that are really good. Like, literally, Evil Heroes were literally the most rubbish hero archetype out of all of them. And Konami are being like, all right, this was played by the Supreme King. He was an evil character in the series. Let's give his archetype a bit of a flair, a bit more support. And Konami are doing that. They're giving us a way to search Dark Fusion and the Miracle Fusion for the deck, Dark Cooler or Cooling. And it's amazing. It really is. I'm so excited to see that Konami are doing this. I'm so excited to see what happens after this. And I can't wait to see what other main deck hero support we get. But it does have one more effect. Can't attack unless you control a fusion monster. Original Captain Gold's effect was it's destroyed if you don't control Skyscraper. So this is actually a weakened effect of that where it doesn't die. But yeah, I'm happy. Like, really good cards right here, guys. Really good cards for Evil Heroes. Evil Heroes are just getting a buff as we go along, and you'll definitely see me playing some Evil Hero decks if we get a bit more support for the main deck, because this isn't going to help the deck all in one, but this is definitely a start, being able to search the main fusion spell and the Miracle Fusion. So yeah, let's see what else. Let's look at some other cards that we're talking about as well. Next, we've got a card that was made by Yuri in Arc V, the other evil character of the series. And this card is Predaplant. It's a normal spell card. You can only activate a card with this card's name once per turn. And its effect is actually really good. Special one Predaplant monster from your hand, then add one Preda card from your deck to your hand. For the rest of this turn, after this card resolves, you cannot special monsters for the extra deck except fusion monsters. So essentially, you normal summon off a Scorpio, you discard the card in hand, summon it, go into your Arome's Jasmine, use this, summon out any Predaplant monster from your hand. Arome's Jasmine can then tribute off that Predaplant monster. Then you can just go through like Lone Fires and stuff. Also, you already have the fusion spell as well, and you just get to go mad from there. This card basically allows you to just go insane with the Predaplant deck. It gives you the ability to go even further. It's an instant summon from hand and a search card all in one, which is amazing. It does have that design flaw where you can't summon anything but fusion monsters after you resolve this card. At least it gives you the chance to link summon before that, which is really, really good and definitely worth it in Predaplants in general. It's a really interesting card, honestly. Like, just being able to summon out any Predaplant monster from your hand and then go in from there is really cool. And honestly, I can't wait to see what happens with it. I really am interested. Like, it looks cool. It definitely has good stuff going for it. And Predaplants, they're not a really good deck, but they're really fun, and they do have the ability to do a lot. So the new Predaplant card, very good, being able to search any Predator card from your deck to your hand, such as the Foolish Burial, no, not Foolish Burial, the Premature Burial, which will allow you to revive, and also summon a card from hand. So yeah, it's really good. And the last card that we're going to be talking about, the card that I mainly want to talk about, and that is the first Link 5 legally being able to be played in the game that is being released, is in Chaos Impact. I didn't know the set name. And that is a new Firewall Dragon. So if you've watched the anime, this card was actually really cool. I haven't read this card. I didn't want to read this card because I wanted to read it when I had a video for it. So this is my reaction to it. And as we know in the past, the Firewall Dragons don't leave us. Like, we've got Firewall XC Dragon on the side over here. But from what we've seen from the Firewall Dragons, the first one absolutely busted, being able to just continuously summon monsters out from the hand, and also loop cards from the grave. Insane. And then the Xyz one is actually the worst one because there's only like 3 targets you can actually summon with its effect, and obviously 2 of them are banned, being Firewall and Gunblotter Dragon. So those 2 are gone, and actually no, there's 4 targets now because of Avramax. But yeah, hopefully this one's good, but not good enough to break the game. And I'm really interested because in the anime, it had a silly effect where it gains 2,500 attack for each different Cyberse type in the grave, and Xyz Fusion Link and all of that. And hopefully this doesn't have an effect similar to that, because that was insane. And obviously, and it could just continue attacking over and over again. So I'm hoping the effect was changed from the anime. It is the first legal playable Link 5, and it's the card that I mainly wanted to talk about in this video. So, let's get into it. Firewall Dark Fluid Dragon. Let's see what it does. So it's a Link 5, obviously. Arrows, perfect arrows, honestly. The only thing that could make it better is if this up arrow was at the bottom, but great arrows nonetheless. It is a Dark Cyberse Link effect. 3,000 attack. Okay, so it's quite weak, but that's his anime stats, so they wouldn't change that. It takes 3+ effect monsters, so it is generic. Okay, it is a generic monster. In the anime, I believe it took like Cyberse monsters or something. And its effect is, if this card is link summoned, you can place counters on this card equal to how many different types of Cyberse monsters are in the graveyard: Ritual, Fusion, Synchro, or Xyz. Oh no, it's going to have its anime effect. During the battle phase, this card gains 2,500 attack for each of these counters. Let me just say one thing before I read any further. Salamangreat. Salamangreat can make this. They play Cyberse types. They can put Stalio and Violet Chimera in the graveyard. This monster is 8k. Okay? This monster is an instant 8k body in Salamangreat. So, damn. Salamangreat is getting a boost from a Link 5. And last effect. When an opponent's monster effect is activated, quick effect, you can remove 1 counter from this card, negate the activation. If this effect was activated at any time between this card's attack declaration and the end of the damage step, you can make 1 more attack in a row. It can make one. It's got its anime effect. They literally... Oh god, they made this card have its anime effect. So, right off the bat, this card is dumb in Salamangreat. Straight off. This card is insane in Salamangreat. It's just nuts. If you can manage to make this with a Chimera and a Stalio in the graveyard, this card is an instant 8k body. This card instantly becomes 8k. And if your opponent activates a monster effect, when this card attacks, you can negate it and attack again. And that effect isn't once per turn. So, if your monster effect says negate attack, you're gonna get to attack again, and you're like, nah, you're dead. You're dead. Oh my god, though. Wow. They actually released it with its anime effect, and that is insane. I can't believe it. That is just preposterous to me. And honestly, I can't believe it. I can't actually believe it because you don't expect this kind of thing from Konami to be actually releasing a card that has its original anime effect, and having a card like this that can actually be abused in something like Salamangreat, where you can easily get Chimera in the graveyard, you can easily get Stalio in the graveyard, is insane. Like honestly, like this just blows my mind how easy this is to make in Salamangreat. Like literally, making 3+ effect monsters isn't hard. Like all you need to do is get a Heat Leo on board, then summon the Sunlight Wolf back from the graveyard, and that's an instant Firewall Dark Fluid Dragon. Firewall Dragon Dark Fluid, and that's just insane to me. But yeah, Ignis has died for this reason. Can't believe how good this card is. And yeah, but guys, these are the cards I wanted to talk about. Obviously, the Firewall Dragon is the older one, and I didn't have time to actually make a video on it. But I actually got to finally because of my late video. But yeah, it's insane to think that these cards have these effects. It's actually really insane. This card is dumb in Salamangreat. This is a really cool card just for plants in general, being able to utilize the Predaplants in a way that allows you to just gain more advantage. And give me more Dark Evil Hero main deck cards, please. This one helps a lot. I need more. I need more. I need more. But guys, honestly, all of these 3 cards, really awesome. Can't wait to see what happens with these. Like honestly, more evil heroes. Just give me more of those. The Predaplant card is actually really cool and really interesting. I'm surprised how good it actually is. And Dark Fluid Dragon, can't believe how good this card is. This card is insane, and I can't believe that they actually made it this way. But guys, that's the video. Thank you all so much for watching. The Firewall is really cool. The Evil Hero is really cool, and the Predaplant card is really cool. Again, sorry for the late video, but tell me what your thoughts in the comment section below anyway. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and press the notification bell. And I will see you guys next time. Rollback1, signing out. Later all.